looks the race is going to start in about 15 seconds from now. And it looks like we're off. Hey everybody, welcome to this best of 3 between Javi and Xein54. We have Xein54 versus 53, so obviously on paper this is a very close one. Xein with a PB of 11.25. I'm not quite sure what Javi's PB is. Doesn't have splits or a timer up, but I think Javi managed to get sub 11.20 in one of their races, so it seems to be a very evenly matched race. As I mentioned earlier, this is another best of 3 match, so we're going to need 2 races to take down the match. And wow, look at how close that was from Javi. I thought that was a guaranteed death, but managing to avoid that would have been very unfortunate. Very nice box jump for both in YI3. Xein getting a bit close. Looks sort of close, but you know, still getting it. That's the main thing. And Xein taking advantage of those moving brown platforms, taking a 259 for Y3, Happy with 258, so obviously this is very close. Okay, Y4, interested to see whether we're going to see any attempts at a shell jump. Possibly an attempt from Javi. Xein didn't, just threw away the shell. And, you know, I say it a lot, but if you're passing up on attempting a shell jump, do a spin jump on the shell. Destroying that shell gets rid of some of the lag. Both playing reasonably safe in this room 1. Xein with a 279 compared to Javi with a 278. Ooh, and it looks like we're going to see the lead change here. Xein having an issue getting Iggy in that first cycle. Missing that first cycle actually was a reasonable amount of time, maybe like 4 or 5 seconds. So nice opportunity for Javi. Javi being in the lead, going into World 2. It's always a nice buffer to have. Oh yeah, Mike. Pronouncing that Spanish J is quite hard because it's not just a H, it's not like Javi, but it's like Javi. It's so hard. Not being native Spanish. Javi. It's a pretty cool name, I like it a lot. Ooh, and Xein getting the better cape grab. Javi landing on the clouds, although definitely a nice recovery. So it looks like we're seeing this lead change hands again. Thinking, no, looks like Javi's still ahead. That Iggy fight did cost a little bit of time. going in the dry room. I'm pretty interested to see how they both approach this. Of course, the rest of DS1 is a very difficult, tech-heavy level. Very difficult to have optimal. Both with really nice dry rooms. Although both losing the shell. And for a second, at least on my end, we had the most perfect sync. This has got very close again. These two are very, very evenly matched. Ghost House can be very tricky. It's quite easy at times to lose Cape. So both handling room 1 pretty well. Javi with a slightly better room 1 though than Xein. Seeing pretty manual P-switch hits from both. But it remains only about 2 seconds apart. This is another one of these races where you could very easily see it go 2-1 to somebody. And at least for the strats that Xein was using, that was a pretty nice Star World one. That's giving Xein the lead again. Zips are incredibly difficult. Not only just to be consistent at all around, but in a race scenario it just seems all the more difficult. Ooh, and Xein just had to be a little bit careful there not to get hit by the Rip Van Fish. But very well handled. Ooh, and Javi with the swag points there, getting the double grab with the key and the baby Yoshi. Very nice. It's just a cool extra, I guess. Both with pretty similar Star World 3s. And Xein54. Oh no! No way! Nah, that's a heartbreaker. That's an absolute heartbreaker. So it looks to be Xein that has a pretty big advantage going into front door. I don't want to trivialize this, but this very much is Xein's race to lose. A very big advantage. So Javi going back for Cape. I'm wondering whether Javi had backup item. I'm honestly not sure. I'm going to assume that he probably didn't. Yeah, that was very unfortunate considering how well the rest of Pappy's run went. It looked very, very comfortable throughout, but Star World 4 isn't easy, especially with the pressure of being in a race. Very easy to overthink or overcompensate or try so hard to get those cape pumps that you end up messing up. Unfortunately, we have seen a lot of fatalities. Very Very nice phase 1 for Xein. So looking at Xein's PB on 1125, this feels a lot better than 1125 pace. I reckon Xein might be in PB pace as it stands. Unfortunately, Javi losing cape, but handling that dark room pretty well without it. Okay, interesting end of phase 2 from Xein. I'm not sure if they just learned the first 3 hits, but or maybe they were playing it safe. I'm not sure, but that was still a pretty nice phase 2. I like what I got to see there. Still feels like a pretty damn good run though. And that did definitely look too late. Unfortunately not getting that 5th hit. Looking at that timer, this PB's pretty close. We're gonna need to get both these hits first try, I think. I mean, I have to hand the design. That was a very good race. Very, very consistent. Though unfortunately missing that PB by just 1 second. A big congrats to Xein. King this match 1-0. Only has to take down 1 more race in order to have the match. Otherwise, we're having another tiebreaker. That was a very good result from Xein, and this could have been very, very close had Star World 4 not popped up its ugly head and decided to ruin an otherwise perfect run. Sorry, perfectly good run, I meant to say. Obviously it wasn't perfect, but pretty damn good. And we are 2 hits away. Although that mech was a little bit early. We've got a couple more bounces. And that's GG for Javi. Very unfortunate what happened to Star World 4. It happens to the best of us. It's very disappointing whenever it happens, but I wouldn't take it too hard on yourself. Very, very natural thing to happen.
Hasta luego, Mari Carmen.
So I'm really, really hoping that this will go 1 each. But I imagine Xein will be hoping to take this one down 2-0, which is always the preferred method in these best of 3s. It can be pretty intimidating getting that first one down and then losing that second one, but Xein will be going into this next match feeling pretty good right now. Yeah, I thought I heard that as well. That was pretty good. Okay, that was a very good race one. Congrats to both. And congrats to Star World 4 for being horrible again. Alright, we have our next race room open. Both will be getting prepared. Ooh, start race is not working. Start race, SMW. Damn it, race bot. What are you doing? Oh, it's split sign. Okay, folks, we seem to be having an issue with RaceBot in Speedruns Live. I don't know, turn it off and turn it back on again? I have no idea. Walk, do you want to try and open a room? It's just not happening for me. Although, if we had a mod record the match in SRL, what? Okay, folks, we'll be back in 1 second. Okay, I'm just gonna let the others handle SRL. I've never had this issue before, but it just refuses to cooperate with me. So I imagine we're probably going to get underway pretty soon. Oh, you're in it? That's good. That's good. That's all we need. That's the important thing. So folks, at the minute, it is 2:24 p.m. Eastern Time, and at 3 p.m. we're going to have Rich versus Volpe, our final Winners Round 3 match, and boy is that a close one. I really don't know what to think in that, because you've got 5 years of experience versus an 11 exit wizard. What? Are we still having issues? Or what's wrong, Zan? Alrighty, looks like everybody's ready. Good to hear. Alright everybody, welcome back to our second race of this best of 3 match between Xein54 and Javi. Xein managed to take down the first race. One more victory will secure this match, otherwise we're going to a tiebreaker, and it would be a good one to see between these two. Both very evenly matched. So trying to think about how World 1 went last time. World 1 didn't seem to phase either player. Xein lost maybe 4 or 5 seconds on the Iggy fight, didn't get first cycle, but other than that, went pretty well. Overall, both of their runs seem pretty solid. both securing box jump again, which can be very tricky in a race scenario. Ooh, Xein got very close to bonking and losing P-speed there, but managing to hold on. Xein securing another 259 in Y3, and Javi with 258. Okay, so it seems that both are just passing up on that shell jump. And both players improve on their room 1 of Iggy's by 1 in-game second. Xein with a 79 versus, Xein with an 80 versus Javi's 79. So going into this Iggy fight, Xein will definitely be hoping this goes a lot better than last time. And that looked pretty good to me. Both with a really nice Iggy fight. Okay, moving on to DP1, let's see how these cape grabs go. So both managing to grab the cape quite well, though Xein having a couple of issues getting P-speed. Pretty much a mirror of what we saw last time. Okay, Javi doesn't have the best flight speed. Actually, looking at both of those times, okay, DS1, a very interesting level. Again, very tech heavy. Very easy for things to go wrong. Both handled dry room pretty well last time, though unfortunately both lost their shell pretty early on in the process. That's pretty interesting. Javi grabbing the shell from the right-hand side. Okay, so it almost looks like Xein intentionally loses that shell on that fish. I saw exactly the same thing both times and didn't attempt didn't attempt to try and kill the fish. And if that's the case, if you're just going to lose the shell intentionally at that point, don't go for dry room. It's not faster. It's not faster and it's harder. Optimal dry room and keeping the shell to the end doesn't really save all that much time. On the other hand, it did look like Javi attempted to keep the shell. Okay, these boos are sort of chasing Xein about. Probably should be in a good position now, though. Yo, what's up, Money? Super M37 Smashola, the best emote on Twitch. After Big Jeb, of course. Okay, we're going on to Star World 1. Xein managed to make up a bit of time versus Javi last time. Absolutely beautiful. Couldn't argue with that. Very nice zips from Xein. Still managing to get a 290, even though they played the second set of zips really safe. It's very impressive. Yes, we miss you too, Mooney. But you're just in time. In half an hour, we have Volpe versus Rich. Our last winner round 3 match. That's a very exciting one. Xein on a very solid run here. Okay, both moving on to Star World 4. As we've already seen, a very tragic level at times, but hoping that both get the desired result. Oh, wow. That's unfortunate, Mooney. Okay, I'm happy. Having a race decided by Star World 4 is just such an undesirable result. Xein securing back-to-back gold splits on Star World. Very nice. Those pretty much perfect zips probably went a long way. Javi just playing it safe in room 5. Very well done from Xein. Oh yeah, getting fast fly in room 2, it feels like such a must. I mean, I know it barely makes any difference, but it's just so annoying when you don't get fast fly. Not getting that 90 just feels wrong. Oh, okay. Well, that is massively undesirable for Xein. Ooh, okay. This has just tightened right up. I always hold on to that Mecha Koopa, although I'm an outsider in that regard. It's not a good thing to do what I do, but I just do it because I like it, and I'm consistent. So neither are going to be able to go for ball skip. Both looking at pretty much a vanilla fight from here on in. So just accurately landing these last 4 hits is what's going to decide it. And I'm going to make a call and say that we're probably going to see at least one miss hit from somebody. Well, both getting through phase 2, which is definitely the harder phase to do manually. Javi with slightly better hits there. His 4th hit particularly was very nice. Every second counts whenever it's this close. Even as little as those 2 power-up transitions. So both with 2 hits in it for a victory. Xein taking that first hit quite safe. I don't disagree with that at all. Wow. Wow, look how close that was. Wow. Well, I'm pretty confident that Xein takes this one down, obviously, only within a couple of seconds. I'm not 100% sure about the race room. I wasn't able to join it myself, but damn, that was really good. Really glad to see these two have a match like this where it was really close both times. Bit of a shame about Star World 4 the first time for Javi, but I think both did incredibly well. So it looks like, according to the race room, there was a difference of about 7 seconds. I'm not sure if someone was a bit delayed ending, but it's a pretty significant win, at least in terms of not needing a retime, thankfully. I think so far we've required, well, close to 10. So many matches coming really, really close. But as always, both are more than welcome to join me in live if they want to join Bidding Room. Unfortunately, this will be Javi's last match in the tournament. This was a second chance bracket match. To see any more from Javi this time around. Welcome, Xein. Congrats
Hello.
on the 2-0 victory.
Thank you.
Must be feeling pretty good right now.
Not really. I choked 2 runs in a row to Bowser. That's kind of impressive.
Well, it's not trivial. It's far from trivial. But yeah, of course, it's going to feel a bit unfortunate to miss it twice in a row, in the similar way, anyway. But yeah, that was very, very good. Both times it was very close. Javi had a death in Star World 4 the first time around, which...
Yeah, I watched the restream.
Oh, you were watching the restream?
Yeah.
It's something I would recommend doing if it doesn't make you nervous. It can sort of inform you about the decisions you should be making. You're welcome, Javi. I'm going to be right back. You guys can just talk about your races. I've just got to do something kind of quickly. I apologize. But congrats to both. I was very impressed by what I saw from both of you guys.
Thank you, although I did pretty badly, but can you hear me for the first thing? Because I have just set up everything like in a minute and I don't know.
I can hear you.
Okay, beautiful. Congratulations, Xein, you have done amazing. Well, at least you did well. In my first one, I died in Star World 4, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I saw that.
But well, things like that happen all the time, so yeah. I'm not very happy either with my runs, but at least I arrived to the last part with the possibility of having a cape, but I'm a little bit dizzy because I'm still with a big cold. So when I decided that, oops, I have to fly, I have been a little bit slow. But well, everything was okay. I hope you guys enjoyed in chat over there. Can silence over there. It's Ben talking or madewokherd talking at all, or we are just over there waiting?
I think we're waiting.
Okay, let's wait for a sec. Like really relaxing here. Congratulations, dude, you have played really well. The last run was very, very close. What happened to yours?
I was -8 entering front door, but then I choked a little on Bowser. In phase 1.
Oh, so exactly
the
like
wrong-
me, I did the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, I hit the wrong Koopa. So the other one
Oh.
went off to the side and I couldn't throw him off the tower. That was horrible, but it's fine.
Well, that's not so bad as missing the
Yeah.
jump because you were too slow. I mean, that's it. That's the worst. Anyway, it was really cool running again the game. Again the game. I'm speaking so well right now. Wow. Okay.
So, Xein, have you had a look at the bracket? Do you know who you're going up against next?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm just gonna have a look. You will be playing the loser of Race 102, which is our match coming up. So you're going to be playing the loser of Volpe versus Rich. And
Oh.
it's going to be tough. Both those guys are really, really good
Yeah,
at this
they're
category.
both really good.
But
Good luck on that.
at least you're going to get to see what you're going to be up against coming up here.
I might have a chance because I almost won against Dr. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
I mean, to take it 2-1 against Dots is definitely an achievement, and it's possible people shouldn't write themselves off going into bigger matches.
Yeah.
At least I'm hoping that philosophy stands true when it's me going up against Louis in a couple of days, but yeah, I'm wishing you all the best. You definitely have a good chance on that.
Thank you.
Anything can happen. This game is just a frame can destroy you, so just good luck and go for it. You can do it, dude.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Javi, I hope you've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun watching your matches.
It's the first time I participate in the races, and definitely I'm going to be doing it more often. I have to still learn all castles. I have to still improve a lot my 96 exit run because I have only done it like 3 times. So yeah, you'll see a lot of Super Mario World from me in the near future, I hope.
That sounds good, and there's going to be plenty more Super Mario World in terms of tournaments, so I'm hoping to see you there.
Sure, definitely. Okay,
right,
so that's all for today, right?
Sorry? What's that?
That's all right. Now I can return to bed right now, right?
Yeah, sure. Enjoy that. Enjoy your siesta, your little sleep, although it's definitely not the afternoon.
No, it's not. Yeah. It's not sleeping. I need to take like a rest because my head is about to explode.
Oh, okay.
Well, enjoy the self-care then. Definitely if you're. Yeah, thank you both so much for the race.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
Yeah, thanks so much.
No worries. You know, it wouldn't be possible without the hard work of Walk and Dots and Staff, and obviously everybody else who's involved. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, folks. We have a match coming up in 15 minutes. We're just going to get ready for that, I believe, and we will see you then.
Okay, enjoy and good luck with the rest of the races.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye-bye.